Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Well, you knew it had to happen. Catherine had her Christmas carols show today. And of course, Meghan had to do something. We knew it. We were just waiting for it. And she did. Apparently, there's reports that she's reached out to her father. That doesn't necessarily mean she's talked to him or she's doing anything for him. And I just want to read about this. Now let's do a backstory. Sorry. If you have not heard, her father, Thomas Markle Sr., had emergency surgeries in ICU. The bottom half of his leg has been amputated. Apparently, it was gangrene, created a life and death situation. And that was a couple of days ago. So everyone was pressuring Meghan. How come you aren't saying anything to your father? She's had these horrible reviews about her fake kindness and family and whatnot. Isn't that funny? This card here, the Lovers, was turned over and it was in reverse. Did she do this? The thing is if she really, was she waiting to report, I spoke with my father? That would have blown up the internet. As it is right now, and it sickens me, that on the Daily Mail, Meghan reaching out to her father is before Catherine's Christmas carol service. Now, yes, I know in the UK, everybody's sleeping right now, so it doesn't really matter that much. But it will matter to Meghan, and that's what upsets me, that she trumped Catherine's Christmas service. I'm so upset about it. I don't know why I let these things bother me so. Let's find out. Let's find out what's going on here. What's the energy surrounding this, and what will the fallout be surrounding this? William probably doesn't know that Meghan has done this already. Oh, there he is. And he fell out in reverse. He is going to be quite angry. You do not want to upset the King of Swords, the King of Words, with his sword there. You do not want to do that. He's the only king with a weapon, you know. Let's find out what's going to be the fallout. It's different if, Meghan can't, before we start reading here, it's different if Meghan can't control, like if her father died, for example, then that would be the story, or if somebody significant dies, that's different. Meghan purposely put out this PR at this time on this day. She could have waited till tomorrow to say, I've reached out, but I haven't heard back, but I've made the effort. No, she had to do something on the date of Catherine's concert. She could have even done it yesterday and said, oh my God, I've reached out. And that's the thing. I want you to remember, reaching out is different than actually talking. You say, well, I sent you that text, or, I tried calling, there was no answer, or I left a message. That's reaching out. Actually talking is a whole different ball game. All right. I've got my Christmas lights on. My Christmas season has officially started on St. Nicholas Day. In our family, we go from St. Nicholas Day to Ukrainian Christmas, which is some people call King's Day, January 7th. So December 6th to January 7th, this is our Christmas month. From the Dutch St. Nicholas to the Ukrainian Orthodox. Now, remember, YouTube's been really hard on me lately about slamming. I know a lot of people say just color the cards. I've asked the cards, they don't want to be colored. or written on. So that's why I don't. This, though, is the devil. First card out. Boom. The devil. Purpose. On purpose. Also, could be a lie. The devil lies. Also, the devil is Catherine, her Capricorn sign. The devil. First card. Devil in the details. There it is. It's a story. It's trying to sell something. This is the Page of Pentacles. Don't look at this funny, fancy thing I've got here. I'm trying to sell it. Look at, he's not hanging on to it. He's presenting it. So it's somebody who's presenting something to you. They want you to notice. Look how far it's away from his body. So you're not paying attention to him. You're paying attention, or her. Pages are typically supposed to be girls. Holding it so that you pay attention to the item, not to the person who's selling the item, or the idea, or the information, or something. So this was a sales job. This was an absolute sales job here. Look at this. I reached out to my father. That's what. Yeah, this is a battle. This was, Meghan thinks she won this one. This is her, with the Five of Swords here, this is her going, ha ha ha, I got you. I waited till you were all in bed, and then I threw one at you. And there's nothing you can do about it. Well, till the next morning. I think that King of Swords is going to have some, between Harry's antics and Meghan's antics, what's going to happen? Oh yeah, she thought she won this one. I don't think she actually had any news or anything to trump. She probably thought that the chocolate would have distracted everyone from Catherine's thing or whatever. She is really smug about this one. She's like, she was handed this piece of candy just right when she was starving. And she actually purposely released it, timed it to coincide with all the pictures and everything of Catherine's happy family and Catherine's attempts at charity. And she's like, ha, I got one over you. Everyone's been waiting since 2018 to hear I've reached out to my father. Like, why? He's been in earthquakes, he's had heart attacks, he's had strokes, and never did she ever say she reached out to him. All of a sudden, it happens to work that it would trump Catherine's thing, and all of a sudden we hear that she's reached out to her father. Is this also part of her PR? There it is. There's the announcement. There's the announcement right there. Page of Wands. Look at this. The 2 pages are trying to sell you something. Trying to sell some kind of good news. Ace of Cups. Yeah. There it is. The loving daughter. Oh my God, I'm so worried about my father. There it is. And again, I want to show you something. This is presenting. Look at all these cards are presenting something. It's nobody accepting something. So here she is, her announcement of peace, her peace offering, her accepting. Here's the announcement that was put in the papers and whatnot. Here's her smugness that she's got one over on Catherine. And she wants to look like she's the loving daughter. Wow, this is actually going to ruin her in some respect. 10 of Swords. People aren't going to buy it. They're going to see right through her. She's going to defend her actions. And the moon, it's a lie. It's veiled. It's also, we have the full moon right now. Oh yeah, look at the strategy. 7 of Swords. We have the full moon right now. Veiled. Here she is defending herself, defending her actions. I saw something for a fleeting moment that she maintains that she's always reached out to her father, but she's never gotten any response. But yet she cannot keep her lies straight. She cannot keep her lies straight. There she is defending her actions. She's thinking she's taking the high road here, the loving daughter. Everybody can see right through it's an illusion. Everybody can see it's an illusion. Also, it's lunacy. Absolute lunacy. She's a lunatic. I've shown you before on the death card how this scene is actually on the death card, but the sun is rising between the two pillars, and now it's up a little bit more because that was Scorpio, and then this is Pisces, so everything is moved forward. And what you thought was the sun rising actually turned out not to be that. The sun gets eclipsed, so the lies here are going to eclipse something that she has done. But here's the Seven of Swords, the strategy. This was all strategy, and you have to remember, in this Seven of Swords, he's holding 5 swords, 3 and 2. So here's the 3 he has in his hands, and here's the 2 on the ground. So he's got the 3 in his hands. He's picked up 2 more from the ground, and he's sneaking off with them. He thinks he won something. He stole some valor. He stole some confidence, right? Because these are swords, so these are words. And it actually could literally be stealing something. So she's stealing the spotlight from Catherine, bullying, but via unscrupulous means, a big strategy. And there she is watching what repercussions are coming from that. She's not watching where she's taking this. She's waiting for the results of that. So yeah, this was a planned attack on Catherine, absolutely. And it's also a lie. She's going to be caught in the lie. She's definitely going to be caught. So she didn't reach out to her father, but she just planted this story for the timing. And if Samantha or Tom Jr. or even Tom Sr. wakes up out of his stupor, his medically induced grogginess, says, no, Meghan didn't. She can say, well, I sent a text. Maybe, did you change your number or something, right? I'm going to say that she has not reached out. She used this as a way to take one over on Catherine. One more. Yeah, Page of Swords. There it is on the internet. This is all words, not actions. This is her looking like the loving daughter. This is her offer. Her offer. Here's the offer. Here's the offer. Here's the offer. Look at all the messages. This is all messaging. There isn't, and her defending her actions. There's no loving here. There's no people coming together. There's no 3 of Cups. There's no 2 of Cups. There's not even the 10 of Cups. Like, people are all happy and the arguments have stopped, or there's none of that. There's her offer of peace, of whatever, but it's just an offer. I don't think anything has actually landed. That would be the 8 of Wands, her message landing. I think she's made all this up. I think it's lies. I don't think, according to my cards, I believe what we're hearing and what we're seeing is the truth. All right. Thank you very much for watching. Please take good care. See you online. Bye for now.